Many HR people, no matter their hierarchy level, ask us what and how to prepare for an interview for an HR role. Just yesterday, while meeting for a coffee with an HR executive, this question popped up again. But how to prepare and what are the steps? Hey friends, we are HR Uncoded, two HR executives with a multi-decade experience in human resources, governance, business transformation and self-development. And in this video, we are going to show you how you can prepare for an interview for an HR role by giving you 6+1 extra tip. So stay tuned till the end of this video. As an answer, how to prepare for your interview for an HR role, we can say there are some obvious and a few not so obvious aspects and steps which you should take into consideration before walking into your interview for an HR role. And all of these apply to the most senior CHRO roles, but also most of our tips might generate some benefit for you if you are in the beginning of your HR career. In each and every HR role interview, a company does what they do with each and every candidate. They assess the suitability of the person and expect a little more from someone who would or could work in their HR department. We call this matching the suitability score. And from our experience, these are the following 6+1, and we call it +1 because the last one is from our experience utterly important. Let's start. First, know the basics. This one is obvious. Know how to introduce yourself, be mannerful, patient, kind, and appropriately dressed and groomed. Have a short and well-crafted answer to the evergreen question, tell me something about yourself, and explain your experience, career path, and align it to the needs of the company. Therefore, spend some time with the role description and tailor your own answers to the standard interview questions to meet the company needs. Prepare for case-based questions. Know the STAR techniques for that. We made a video about it. And also the funny ones, questions which catch you off guard. Yes, you can prepare for them. And have an answer to questions like, how many chocolate bars fit into a sports bag? Train these daily, again and again. Tip number 2, know the role of the HR department. Here you might say, okay, this is a no-brainer, and actually content-wise, you are right. Furthermore, the answer demonstrates a lot of insights to the interviewers and how far someone already is in their career. Early careers, job starters, or rather junior applicants give a more generic overview of a typical HR department and what they do. For senior positions, the candidate elaborates on the model how the various departments work together. And the executives should show kind of a vision on what HR in the specific company is and what it should be from their perspective. Show your leadership attitude, your transformative mind, and passion for individual growth. Brief. Prepare for an answer to the question, what is the role of an HR department and how would you shape your HR department, or alike? Tip number 3, know your craft. There will be questions testing your knowledge about labor and social law of your country or region, texts and discussions about the latest trends like AI and future of work, and for sure, check-ins on the latest regulations. Know the backgrounds of payment schemes, parental leave, and part-time possibilities according to your region and country. And look into this, please look into this a little bit closer before walking into an HR interview. Tip number 4, why do you want to work for us? Well, here many answers are possible. In general, people tend to relate, for example, to the products or services of a potential employer. For an HR role, it's a little bit different. Here you should directly relate to the values and culture of the company and explain, best with specific examples, why these two aspects are so important to you. Therefore, quote the values and relate them to yourself and your CV. It helps the employer to match the suitability score, as you are, as a potential leader in HR, a gatekeeper and also role model for the company's values and the company's culture. Number 5, what are your biggest successes? Here, HR wants to hear how result-driven you are and how you manage the path to success. What is your management style? How do you measure success? Do you use KPIs? And how do you approach others while working on your success? This aspect also plays into the suitability score, which we mentioned before. No one is looking for a bulldozer by manners in HR, but urgently needs measurable results. More or less, how do you balance fact-driven aspects and the people factor? Number 6, prepare your own questions beforehand. This is actually easy to do because you can foresee this question. Here we suggest to be very specific. Your questions should show that you prepared for this interview and that you appreciate the company's approach. Like, I saw that you have an ongoing people project. This sounds very forward-looking, which I like a lot. How far are you in the process and what would be my potential role in this? And here is our extra tip. Be authentic. This sounds so easy, but is so difficult. Being authentic is showing yourself while being extremely professional, and this can, from our experience, be reached when you are so well prepared that you lose a good chunk of your nervous level. And preparing means preparing, exercising, testing. Train your impact speech loudly in front of the mirror. Ask your friends, your spouse, or even your teddy bear to train standard questions with you. Walk through all thinkable STAR technique scenarios and prepare for the value and cultures questions. Do it again and again. You will reach the level of authenticity. We even trained while wearing our interview outfit. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please leave a like or a comment in the comment section. For more videos on human resources, governance, transformation business and self-development, please follow us, your friends from HR Uncoded.